All right, we are going live with NXT Takeover 31 Instant Reaction. I am Tom here, joining you live on the Spanish Announce Table YouTube channel down here in the dungeon. So you may hear some crickets and some water and some all fun types of things because I'm down here, man. I tell you what, this is where I watch all my pro wrestling, is down here in the dungeon. I get in with the elements and I watch some pro wrestling. So, take what you can from these hot takes and also from the ambiance of what you're going to hear around me. Deal with it. It's my podcast and my YouTube channel along with Tim, but you know what I'm saying. Hey, so let's get right into it. The main event, Finn Balor, Kyle O'Reilly. That was a good one. I don't know if it was an all-time five-star classic or if it was any type of, match that will be remembered in the NXT history books as written about as they go, farther into their history. Nothing like that, but it was good. I did think it was really fun, and it had its moments. Kyle O'Reilly with that heel hook, Finn Balor trying to find any way that he can to grab a rope, and he eventually did. Was a fun spot. It was physical, as you kind of expected. So overall, really fun. Post-match, we saw Rich Holland carrying Adam Cole's broken body sorry about this, getting everything set up here. It's first time, ladies and gentlemen. There's going to be some fun things that happen. But yeah, Rich Holland had Adam Cole's broken body over his shoulder. He throws it over the guardrail to Kyle O'Reilly and I guess Finn Balor. That brings out the rest of the Undisputed Era, comes out and tends to both Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. So we'll see where that leads. Other fun stuff that happened that I liked. A low-key cool moment was the Kushida Velveteen Dream, where you have Kushida, who's typically dressed like Marty McFly from Back to the Future. And so Velveteen Dream goes into his Doc get up and kind of, is impersonating Doc again from Back to the Future. So that was pretty fun, a low-key cool moment that initially I didn't catch, but then upon the match building up to anticipation towards the end, it did click with me like, oh, wait a minute. His hair is gray. It's supposed to look like Doc Emmett Brown. Thank you, Theo75, who's writing here on the live YouTube channel here. So if you'd like to join in, feel free to write a comment. We're not going to go too long because, again, I'm going to give you a full breakdown of what I thought on the proper Spanish Announce Table, which we record on Thursday nights and get to you as soon as possible. Other moments that I thought was really cool that stood out, Io Shirai post-match getting essentially two challengers out of that from Toni Storm and then the returning Ember Moon. I like that. Ember Moon needs to be in NXT. I think she was lost in the shuffle on the main roster. I also thought her character was misguided, didn't have a lot of direction. It was kind of like a spooky Bray Wyatt-esque type of person, but then would hang out with Alexa Bliss, right? Like, yay, that was fun too. So I thought she was kind of a 50-50 kind of character. So this will be good with the motorcycle. Hopefully she gets more into the badass, female version of the badass from Undertaker, right? That would be somewhere where I'd like to see her character live. And then obviously Toni Storm laying down the challenge to Io Shirai. That would be fun. I'm a big Toni Storm fan. I'm a big Io Shirai fan too. I know on the podcast I kind of said that she doesn't really move the needle. And while I still agree with that, with my statement, because it's my statement, I don't want to take anything away from her. She is a very, very talented competitor, and I do like her as champion for right now. But I am excited about these new challengers. Other than that, what else did we have? We had some good action, starting off with, let me check my notes as I do this for you guys, because I wrote them. Oh, Damian Priest and Johnny Gargano. Let me tell you about Johnny Gargano. I thought he was the MVP of this night. Johnny Gargano obviously served his purpose as the heel to Damian Priest. I thought Damian Priest getting the victory was the right call because obviously NXT is in the mode of building new stars, and you can't get new stars unless they beat the established stars. So I thought that was the right call. And then going back to that Io Shirai match with Candice LeRae, I like that Johnny Gargano's plan to be the ref backfired on him. I thought that was really cool because typically that spot is always seen as controversial. You know, Paul Heyman goes in, counts the 1, 2, 3 for Rob Van Dam. He becomes champion. Thought we were going to get something like that with this, but it backfired on Johnny Gargano. And his heel work is starting to grow on me. Initially, I just thought he was too good at being a nice guy for a heel to work. But now he's kind of that jackass, smartass kind of guy that I really don't enjoy, looking at or talking to in real life. And I think that works for him because that's where all of that kind of work is really hitting home with me. So yeah, Damian Priest gets the victory. Don't know where we go with him, but obviously, new stars need to be built up. So maybe a Kushida, babyface versus babyface could be something that may happen down the road. Maybe another Velveteen Dream if he gets back on track. Obviously, you got people that weren't on this show, like a Timothy Thatcher, that could challenge one more time for the North American Championship. But thought that was a really good opening match. Again, then you go into the Kushida Velveteen Dream, which was really good. Io Shirai, Candice LeRae was top notch, especially for a women's championship match. And then, the main event, it happened. Finn Balor gets his first title defense as his, I believe, third title reign. Again, we don't fact check here, so maybe it's fourth, maybe it's second. I don't know, and I don't really care because, it's pro wrestling. Stats aren't real. To get a full breakdown and also Tim's reaction from this, check out our Spanish Announce Table proper, where we're going to bounce ideas off each other. I think also Tim will have his own less than instant reaction, so I'll be on the lookout for that. But thanks, guys, for joining me. Again, we're going to be doing these more often, so the next AEW or WWE or NXT or WCW or ECW, whatever it is that hits our radar, we're going to start doing these reaction videos. So join on. As I just read a comment from Theo75. You could also join in the chat, and I'll try to read it here, given the time permitting. And thanks again for joining, and we will talk with you guys soon.